Hey everybody, Sebastian Maniak here, and I just wanted to give you a quick tutorial of some of the neat stuff I've been building within Kagent. And just to give you a quick glimpse, Kagent is an AI agent framework built on top of Kubernetes. So everything I run here sits inside of my Kubernetes cluster, and Kagent allows me to really create, deploy, and manage autonomous AI agents that run natively as Kubernetes workloads, because Kubernetes is the best place to host your agents in a production environment, hands down, because it provides already built-in scaling and fault tolerance within Kubernetes, right? Kagent main features really are that agents are defined as a simple YAML file, which is super easy, has built-in tool calling, memory, long-running executions, works with any LLM, OpenAI, Anthropic's, XAI itself. You can deploy any type of framework of agent, and you can code it however way you want, Crew AI, LangGraph, but it all runs on Kubernetes, which is perfect for a production-grade deployment because it's scalable and it scales your AI agents. And of course, you have your Entra, your OAuth, authorization, authentication already built into the platform itself. So what I'm going to quickly demo is I have a FortiGate firewall. I have a subset of firewalls inside my network lab, and I built a bunch of AI agents that are able to connect to my FortiGate device through MCP using specific MCP tools to get data. I have GitHub agents with MCP tools deployed, and I have a Slack agent with MCP tools that I can post Slack or post communications to my Slack channel so my team can see it. But in this quick demo, it's super fun. But what I did is I built a network team agent that connects to those three agents I mentioned. And I can simply ask it, hey, can you do an audit on my firewall and provide me any issues you see, because we are migrating to a new version or to a new platform on VMware, or let's just say, let's be realistic, to a new platform in Azure. And if there are any issues, post them in my GitHub repo so we can fix them. And this could also be, if you have Atlas or Jira or Bitbucket, ServiceNow, you can have that, and notify the Slack channel when you are done. Okay, perfect. So this network agent, this network team lead, is running off of Claude. So I'm using Claude as my LLM provider. My GitHub agent, I think it's running Grok, so XAI. And then I have my Slack agent is running OpenAI. So I'm not dependent on one LLM provider. I could use Agent Gateway and provide a multi LLM provider solution. But in this instance, I'm just showcasing that, hey, I can do this with multiple LLMs, or even if I have Olama running, which I will in another demo, where I can use a local model to be able to grab this information. So let's take a look. So the first agent was our troubleshooting agent that got invoked, and it performed the audit. It got the name, the serial number, all the firewall policies pretty quickly. Address groups, all the interfaces I have created in here. It's just not the prettiest setup on my firewall. It's just my home firewall itself. Risks, configuration issues. So if I am migrating to Azure, here are some of the issues I might be facing. Some best practices, overall score, C-, it's horrible. What can you do? So now this agent finished its task. It grabbed the data. Now I'm going to the next agent, which I believe it's going to take all my issues here and create a GitHub GitHub issues for me. So then I can track my issues. And I can have Jira or whatever I want. Like I mentioned, I have it. So exactly. So my GitHub agent was initiated. Is going to then create the GitHub issues based on the findings that the FortiGate troubleshooting agent found itself. So if we log into my GitHub, I'm just going to refresh this screen. All right, we already have an issue. Perfect, critical configuration issue found. So nice, I can track it. I can assign this. I can add notes and comments into these issues. The way you treat infrastructure as code typically, right? You're going to have your deployments inside of a repo, inside of Git, and you're going to have these issues. So as this is still processing, it's trying to create issues, so more issues, I guess, inside of the repo. And at the end of this, what we're going to see is after the GitHub agent is initiated, we are going to initiate, let's see, I found another critical issue, pre-Azure migration. Let's just check that out again. Let's refresh the page. There it is, pre-Azure migration, critical findings. Perfect. So it created the issue. Now, since it created the issues, if there are more issues, it's going to do its job until it's done itself. I don't have a network incidents repo, but all right, perfect. It provided a summary. So now we have a complete summary. And remember, the last thing I asked it was to call the Slack agent, right? The Slack AI agent to post this to Slack so the entire team is aware of what, I just did, what I ran. So we have all our success criteria, what needs to be done, the GitHub issue, timelines, what are my strengths, and then I was notified. Perfect. So if I click on my channel, I got my notification. Awesome. Here's the FortiGate audit that was found. Here's the GitHub issue. Here you can actually go to click on it and take a look at it, and the team can now interact. And you can continue interacting with the chatbot, give me my address lists. All right. To get more information of this. So it's pretty cool having this autonomous multi-agent system, being able to solve things for me quickly. And if I tie, my Kubernetes environment in here, if I tie my load balancers in here, I can get a full view and use this, team lead agent or this technical agent to help me troubleshoot deployments, configurations, migrations in the future itself. And because, I even have all the recommendation next steps. So perfect that, I asked more information. Here's kind of the next steps and the actual config recommendations. But the key the most important part I find when running autonomous AI agents in production is having it on a stable platform. Because if these agents fail, you want them to rebuild. You want them to scale up and down. So having them in Kubernetes is important. But also from a governance perspective, I want to track everything this agent did. So let's take a look at that this flow that we just did. We can visually see all the agents that were used in here. So we have our team lead agent, our Slackbot agent, our GitHub agent, our FortiGate agent, and we can see the tools that were actually used in here too, which is great. We can grab all the data of what was pulled from where inside and what tool was used. And we can, of course, put restrictions, access policies on what tools I can use. When we build out the MCP or when we upload MCP tools to here, we can specify, hey, here's a list of tools that are available for you, the user, or for the agent. And we can even inside these agents, if I go to the Teams agent, let's start with the team lead agent. We're going to go to settings. We see that I have specific behaviors for this agent already built out. I have specific skills and how this agent should act. And it's very specific. I want to be ensuring that the things I tell it to do is very specific for this agent, and how it summarizes things, how it answers things itself. And this agent calls 3 other agents: my FortiGate, my GitHub, and my Slackbot agent. So if I go to those agents, let's go to the FortiGate agent, and we'll click on agent settings, right? This agent has specific instructions how it's supposed to act and what model it's supposed to use and what tools it has access to. And in this instance, I have list tools. I don't want to make configurations. I just want it to do audits and migrations and help me to troubleshoot specific issues when they arise quickly in a safe, governed environment that I can have a log. I can have my audit trails of what was done by this AI itself. Anyways, I hope you like this video. Please like and subscribe. More cool stuff to come. But if you want to check out kagent.dev. It's an open source tool. You can run this on your laptop in kind. Very quick to deploy. And I'll post a link to this GitHub repo inside the descriptions. Thank you.